Notice our side menu navigation disappeared when we added all these new pages. This is because we need to be explicit about which pages the side menu icon will show up on. Let's go over to the My Teams page and make a couple of changes. First, I'm going to change this Ion navbar to Ion toolbar. Also, I'm going to give this a secondary attribute so that it has a little bit of a different color. Then above it, I'm going to put an Ion navbar. And let's make this primary. And inside this, we're going to have a button that has an Ion icon inside of it. And this Ion icon, we're just going to give it a name of menu. And that is going to be what makes the side menu icon show up. And we'll talk a little bit more about icons in greater detail later. Also on this button, we're going to give it a menu toggle attribute. This is going to indicate to the Ionic framework that when this button is clicked, it should toggle the menu to hide and show it. And finally, under the button, we're going to put Ion title. And inside we'll just say Elite Schedule. Now a couple other things we need to do before we run it. Let's go over to app.html. This is where the actual Ion menu that represents the side menu comes. Now previously in the app.ts file, we had this pages array that I commented out completely. So this Ion list here is doing ng4 over that pages array, but right now it's not doing anything because we no longer have this pages variable because we removed it previously from the app.ts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this ng4 and we'll say this click is going to say go home. And we'll have a second button in here that's go to tournaments. Find a tournament. Also above these buttons, we're going to put an Ion list header. And we'll just say navigate to show that this is the navigation buttons for our side menu. Finally, in the app.ts, we need to make sure the go home and go to tournaments methods are present. And we don't need this open page method anymore. Go home. Go to tournaments. Now let's go have a look at our side menu navigation. What we can see here now is that we actually have this icon for the side menu. This first navbar, we gave it the primary attribute, which is giving it this nice blue color. And the toolbar, we gave it the secondary attribute. That's what's giving it the green color. If we click on this button here, we can see the side menu comes out. There's navigate, which is our list header. And then we have these two buttons for home and find a tournament. If we go find a tournament, we go to the tournaments page. If we click home, of course, it sends us right back to the home page. So this is how basic side menu navigation works in the Ionic framework.